I want to look back on old video games that never had the chance to make it in the spotlight. From PS1 to any other game that many of you probably do remember. Once was on Xbox. There it goes. Once was on Xbox and then crossed over to the PlayStation 3. How many of you guys remember some games that never made it? And I know some of you guys do remember old games. I want to look back on games that looked like they could have had a chance, but never did. There was a game called Section 8. Section 8 was one of those games that related to Dustbound 4 back in the days because of what it can do. If you guys don't know what Section 8 is, there's a video out there that's already been posted for 8-9 years from now, from a long time ago. It's been old. I would say Section 8 was probably one of those games that I finally decided to buy on PS3 when it first was in the store. And honestly though, I liked it because Section 8 was one of those games that didn't know what to expect out of it. It was a different gameplay, the way how everything works and how you able to jump. But later as I continue playing the campaign, because I bought, Injustice, Unjustified I think it was called. I bought the one that has a whole bundle set with it, with a new suit, 2 new guns, and it was worth it. It was worth the buy. I never bought the first Section 8, but the second one I did buy. But after reading a little story into it that definitely was describing how the game lost fame and instantly it just started dying out. Developers decided to just cave in and just say, hey, game is not doing too well. But I would say this much though, like some YouTubers are definitely talking about it and streamers. Games like this would never make a comeback. Or even if they tried to make a next series, they would never do it because the popularity of this game would never be. But if I had a wish, I would wish to see if the developer can remaster the game, make it available for PS4 maybe, just where people can play it, just to enjoy the game for once. And maybe add a little access to online where people can play online and do online activities with their friends as well too. Because I pretty much introduced this game to a friend of mine's too. He had it for PS3 and we were hoping to at least play in the same game, but we couldn't. So if remastering the game would be an option, I would hope to see if you guys could. But that's just me. But who's to say? Next game I want to discuss was on PS1. 2 games were released for it before. It was called, I'm sure none of you guys remember this. Some you probably do, some you don't. It was called Bust a Groove. If you type in Bust a Groove right at this moment on YouTube, it will pop up. Bust a Groove PS1. That's the only way you'll find it. It was one of those Bust a Groove games where you would breakdance, except it wasn't not like Dance Dance Revolution. You can actually see the music. There were some very popular musics in this game, the Bust a Groove that is. And you would see your character, you would just instantly bust moves, and it tells you what to do in the bottom of the character. And once you do everything, you start hitting big scores, no matter how much you create a brand new dance move. I thought this game was pretty fun. Music was really great. They had Buster Group 2, and that's just where the series stopped. Now, I really don't know the story of what happened with this game and how the popularity died, but to me, it was one of those games that was really fun. And if I had a wish, I would say if the developers decide not to bring the series back again, maybe remastering this game and putting it for PS4 or something, I think it'll be a good start for people to enjoy. Once again, I would get it. I had liking to this game. I would prefer Buster Groove over Dance Dance Revolution, to be honest with you. So Buster Groove would always be one of those games I would definitely jump on if I could again. So those are the only two games I can think of right now. And of course, there is another game that's making its return, but we're just waiting for CCP's news about it. But you guys already know how that is. But anyways, if there's a game out there that you used to love many years ago, whatever it was on Xbox, PlayStation 1 or 2, on you name it, what game would you like to see come back or remastered at least? Especially if you know it never had much fame to it, what game would you prefer to see? I already put two games I would love to see be remastered. If there was no fame to it, then maybe remastering it, bringing it back would have been just perfect. You know, adding online to where people can just finally enjoy it. You know, if there's not going to be no series, then screw it. Bring it remastered and maybe people can enjoy it for once. Because either way, games like this never reach this spotlight. You never know now, a couple years later right now, people might just look at it and say, hey, why not? Let's try it. Let's try it. See how it is. You might like it after all this time. But it really is depending on the developers themselves. I know there's a lot of great games out there that never made it to a next chapter and or series, whatever you want to call it. But years later, you never know. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and much love. Peace out.